Hey guys, it's Gadget. I don't know if the light's bothering my eyes because I've been crying all the time. Um, my mom is a piece of work. She really is, and everything. I try to avoid going in that house because you know why from all of these. That back in 2005, I was on an acting shoot and everything and stuff, and she literally told me never to come home again, never whatever. Now I know I was in my 20s and everything and stuff like that, but I grew up in this family where because they were born in the 40s, 48, closer to 50, and it's a family where they don't do this anymore, where you have to honor your parents no matter what. That's been ingrained in me since I was little, that you have to respect them and everything, even if they abuse you and all that. So basically, I try to avoid that apartment across the hall as much as I can, but tonight Dad made bacon, lettuce, tomato, and I went over and everything, and I just wanted to ask him for a couple of bucks because this month is tight for me. I'm still trying to find work, still trying to find everything because Con Ed's going over. I won't be able to afford a bus pass or anything, right? Just a couple bucks because when you're broke, you don't go out to anything. I work 3 days at a job that is only 18 hours. I would love to have more hours, but they can't do it. And they cut the unemployment for the month and everything, the partial employment, which makes up for well, it doesn't really make up. It just supplements that if I have to buy something to eat, you know what I mean? So I went across the hall and I just asked my dad, listen, look, I just want to borrow a couple of bucks. I couldn't even talk to him. My mother was on me like, I don't like cursing or anything, so I'm gonna just say white on rice or whatever that expression is, where she just does not want to leave me alone and let me talk to my father. She has to be in everybody's fucking business and everything. And I found out, I think she must be watching these, or one of my family members is giving her these because you know what? You want to rat me out, fine and great, but I can't yell at her because it will affect dad and everything, and it will come to blows. And I'm not being held responsible if she tries to self do things to hers and blame us because she's done it before. So basically, how do I put this? Because she might even be spying on me over here because you can hear things through the window and stuff and everything. And this is getting annoying because it's now getting to the point where it's stalking, that my mother is stalking me. She wants to know where I am at all times. She knows I'm working 3 days a week. She got upset because she doesn't know if my schedule, because this is the thing, if my schedule changes, it messes her up, she says. It's my life. I'm going to be 39. It's my life, right? So I couldn't even talk to my dad. I went to go get that, right, and everything. I was saying something because here's the thing. We were talking about jobs and everything, that I have to go every day listening to these people and their logic, and it's just to the point where I'm broken and everything, and people are trying to check up on me now and everything. Basically, I get offered jobs. But according to my sister and my father, good luck trying to get to those jobs when you don't have money, because how you can afford a train to go things? Or how can you afford this? I have to go on these interviews. I really do. But they're not going to help me. Or if I want to visit friends, like say I got a discount on a train ticket for like 20 bucks round trip. I can't do that because if I'm seen spending money on things that are not essential, which I pay my bills, because I'm going to explain this to you in a minute and everything, it's considered bad. But my sister and everybody else, and my mom, she could take my dad's money because she doesn't work. I think she gets SSI, but I don't know how she did get it because dad's working. And she literally buys things they don't need and tries to pawn them off on me. I'm like, I had to bite my tongue because I was going to say something. So this is what happened. I come back in here. I just broke. I couldn't take it anymore. She's gotten to the point where I just went to call my sister and I found out my sister's no use to me. My sister, unless, same way like my mother, my sister enables my mother, says, oh, stop it, stop it. I have to hear from her that she wants to commit you because you don't listen to her. You don't do this. You don't do that. And she has all right to commit. I was like, what? I said, what, huh? Okay. Seems that my mother wants to commit me because I'm not her caretaker. I don't check up on her. I'm doing adult abuse because I have to go to work and I'm not there to cook for her, clean up after her, help her with her bath and everything. Besides, this is a woman that um I see at weddings doing the twist and everything, and there's nothing wrong with her. She's playing the martyr game. She's playing all these games and everything, and she has people believing them to the point, even family members. Oh, your mother's so sweet. Why are you? You get your hair ripped out by your head every day. You get told you're worthless and no good. You get told this, that you're not allowed to have a boyfriend because it's your property, or you're being taken away from her, that you belong to her. My mother is mentally unstable. Okay? I made sure when I saw this, because my grandmother went through it and everything, I got checked out. I have PTSD or whatever it is, whereas because I had to deal with all that. Yes, I go and get checked out once in a while. I go for my appointments and everything. I don't need no medication because you know what? The doctors keep going to me, why are you coming here? You actually know right from wrong. Stop visiting us unless you just want to talk because she had a bad day with her. Yes, we will talk, let you talk it out. I said, fine and great. You know? The doctors are like, you're fine. Yes, it's just stress. You need to learn to relax. We're not going to give you meds for that. Your mother needs to get evaluated and get meds and everything. So I love how people say, right? So tonight was the breaking point. I couldn't take it anymore. So I called the police department. They told me I can't do anything unless she physically hurts me or she tries attempting to hurt me. So I called another agency. And I'm going to pull it up on Facebook because I wrote it out and everything, but they were really nice about it and everything. They actually explain, like, let me talk, because that's what I really need, someone to talk to. And there's not a lot of people that come around here because my mother has burned so many people and my friends and everything. I got one friend that will not, they'll drop me a block away because of the way my mother insulted them and everything. This girl will not anywhere, no how, come near this house. She says if she does, my mother is okay, because my mother has pushed her buttons too far in the sense of, oh, it got to blows. It really got to blows and everything. Basically, my mother thinks I can be committed because my dad is helping me by giving me a gift to pay my rent. And it is a gift because I make only so much a week, but I can pay my Con Ed when it's not summer rates. That's why I was also asking him for a little help in part of the gift and everything, which I have to pay him back for that part and everything. I can pay my cable bill. I pay my cell phone bill. I pay, what else do I pay? I had it listed here. Everything. You know what? I put it on, you know what? I have it on Skype because I'm talking to somebody else too and everything who's trying to calm me down. I pay, okay. I pay my cable bill, which includes a phone and internet. Okay. I pay my cell phone bill. I pay for all of my credit cards, and they're very expensive too. Like one of my paychecks for the month goes right to one credit card and everything. So when I explained this to the person on the phone, they said to me, this is exactly what they told me in like the short version of it. They said that my mom cannot commit me. They explained that from what we talked about, that mom needs to be evaluated and dad and my sister need to stop enabling her. That my dad helping me with rent is a gift, and that it's the only thing that could be why my mom thinks she can commit me. The guidelines for a person to be committed is a person who cannot function in society. By my dad helping me with rent because New York City rents keep going up and jobs are none, is not grounds to commit someone. That if a person thinks you don't have to work or that others must take care of you because you say so, is an example of a non-functioning person. They said she also, see, I'm very bad with my dyslexia reading, also has to be reminded that the world in her mind is not the world we live in, and not to try and dictate that world to me as the real world. They also said that I can call if she does things that are hurting me, like the day of my birthday in the car. Now, you guys know on YouTube what she did to me on my birthday. I have it there. It's 5 parts. I didn't know I could call 911 in the car because all you kept hearing is turn the car around, Dad. Turn the car around. She ruined my birthday. I found out later that people that were planning things with me, I didn't know. It was like a surprise thing. She ruined it because it had to be on her timetable because she wanted to go to my sister's and tells my sister something else because my sister, oh my God, right? My sister's just enabling and bad as her, okay? Then they said this. Then they told me it's not your fault and you're a fighter and a survivor. that you are doing the right thing by not going to your sister's. And now, until you can, avoid the other apartment with your parents. Make sure people come over to help you. Don't be afraid to ask for help. And when you get a few bucks after you met what you can afford with your bills, go out to a movie. You know you know right from wrong, and you are a functioning adult who just got dealt a bad hand. It will all work out in time. Just know you matter, and no one can take that from you. Also, that person in your life that you were talking about, that you're afraid your mom, like all the others before, tried to and make leave out of your life, let him try. Let him be there for you when he gets there and show you love. If he is willing to travel to see you, he may be able to show you what caring and loving someone is. You never got that, and it's time you do. Sorry. And then they said, hang in there, sweetie, and call us if you need to talk or find out more on how to protect yourself from your mom. Have a good night. And then I wrote, after I got a phone, I do matter. So that's the thing. It's like, I'm sorry. Because they're right. I do matter. And I'm trying to make sure in my head I do matter. I'm trying not to push someone away. I'm trying not to get upset like this. It's just that, think of it as a jar or a cup or a glass. You keep filling it and filling it and filling it, but you put the lid on, right? You know what's a better example? They even said on the phone, I didn't put it in there, but it was a funny example. It made me laugh. Popcorn. You've got a metal tin of popcorn with a lid on it, right? And you put it near heat by accident. And over time, one kernel will pop. One kernel will pop. One kernel. Over time, it gets to the point where the thing's going to explode with all the popcorn kernels. And all the worries and everything are going to pop out on people. And I started laughing because I'm like, yeah, it's like that. Because I think tonight was where mine exploded, where I just couldn't take it anymore. And I left my popcorn too much near the heat and everything. So that's a pretty good example, like especially if you're dealing with little kids or anything too, because they don't understand growing up what it is to be abused and everything. And I would do these too for anybody who is abused, because you don't realize you are being abused. Because verbal abuse in a family, as well as being at school and everything, is the same as being abused anywhere and everything, as being physically, mentally, but you know what I mean? Verbal abuse is abuse and everything. And my sister does it to me too. Like I said tonight, I thought I could vent to her and ask her what's going on, because one hand my mom makes her being out to be the bad guy, I'm the good person. Because we don't do, in my mom's mind, what is in her mind society's views. She doesn't process things. But my sister says move. My dad says move. But there's no, you know what I mean? It's a catch-22 and stuff. Then when my sister said it, oh, maybe I should do what my sister-in-law says, and I said, go, save yourself, get away from mom. No, I'm not leaving my family. My sister hasn't broke yet, meaning she hasn't had the full force of wanting, she has the means to escape, but won't do it because she doesn't want to leave my mother and my father. We both don't want to leave my father because he is going to be left with dealing with that, but he doesn't want to deal with that. He doesn't want to pay to help correct the situation because he doesn't want to be bothered with it. So it always gets put onto me, and it affects me, and I have to keep a smile. So I've also found out that she probably, like I said, is watching these or anything because she made a comment about me recording. So I know it's got to be family members, or she's sitting by my door, or she's sitting at the window listening to me, because someone is beginning to her, because I will not let her on my YouTube page. I will not let her on Facebook. I will not. Someone has got to stop ratting me out. And this is the problem. Either help me or stop ratting me out. And I know it's my family members. Okay? You want to help, put a stop to her. Explain to her that a 39-year-old is allowed to go to work, is allowed to walk to work and not take a bus when it's quicker to get to work when walking. Yes, I know it's hot out, but I can be on a train coming home. I can be on this, that I don't have to call her 24/7. I don't need to know where she is either. I don't need to know she's going to the doctor. She doesn't need to know where I am. I can see that if you're a teenager or just starting out in life. but I'm a high function. I can, according to that lady on the phone, the person on the phone, I am a normal person who works in like can function in society. My mother's got everybody believing I'm a mental case. And the only reason I look like a mental case sometimes is because she puts me at that point where I just want to. How many times can I hear for during school? I don't like cursing, but I hope you fucking fail. Or your mixed up brain. Or how many times? Yeah, how would you like to be heard? Oh, your mixed up brain. You don't know how to process. You know that dyslexia you have, that mixed up brain of yours or anything? Does it to my dad too. Insults. It's verbal abuse. And my sister just is like, oh, you're ruining everything. You guys have to stop fighting. I'm like, what? Because we're inconvenient. It's the same thing my mother does. I have a funny feeling my sister has it too. But won't the same thing? Will now get I said, and then I just told my sister today. I said, that's it. I'm not doing Halloween, not doing my birthday, not doing Christmas, not doing Thanksgiving. I'm not doing anything with that family. And that's when it came about her and her sister-in-law and everything and stuff. And I'm like, my sister has the opportunity to run, to get a life. I gave up my life so my sister could have a life. My sister keeps, every time I remember things growing up, saying it wasn't true. She's 2.5 years to 3 years younger than me. She was a baby when all this was going on. She was little when all this was going on. But she thinks she knows it all. Okay? I'm sick of this. I'm the oldest, and she gets treated like the oldest. She almost went to, I can't say it, because technically, you know what? I don't care if I get in trouble for this. She almost went to jail for something. And I am the bad guy because I went to school and I tried to hang out with friends and be good and everything. And I couldn't have friends over. She could have drunk ass friends over who stole half my clothes, who stole my money and everything. Hey, my mother stole $400 from me to pay a storage thing because my dad couldn't figure out where she got the money from and I needed to pay for glasses. So he had to give me $400 to pay for my glasses. She drilled the lock on my file cabinet because my dad couldn't figure out why his bit was out of place. I am sick of this. And I just broke tonight. And everyone is checking up on me to make sure I'm okay. Because she always does this when I have to go to work, when I gotta do things. I can't do this anymore. Either people have to get here and help me now. I don't care if she belittles you or anything. Fight her. She lives for people to fight her. I am just sick of this. And then my dad throws $120 at me and says, go get a bus pass. I am dead broke right now. That bus pass for the month is only worth it if you do 15 trips. Where the fucking hell am I going? I have no money to go anywhere. Not even to go to a movie. But I don't even have time to go see a movie because I've got movies that I haven't even opened yet that I would love to sit here and watch. But I don't have the time because I'm trying to duck and dodge her, trying to clean an apartment, trying to get my life back in order from her destroying it. You think this summer I just graduated, you think I could actually have a vacation or something? Or 5 minutes to myself? Nope. I started feeling better today because I took my medicine for my fibromyalgia and costochondritis and everything. I have to take my other 2 pills tonight after I try to find something to eat in this place. Okay? I am sick of this. That I have to be the punching bag, the scapegoat. Have to have my sister tell me I'm worthless also because I'm inconveniencing her and her children who could care two less about me. They only want me around when they need something. And that's the thing here and everything. I'm just watching to make sure because everyone's checking up on me. All I want is peace and quiet. I want to be able to do my crocheting that I can sell. I can't even finish Luna. I did, you guys saw, I did finish the Bumblebee one for my coworker, but I want to finish my Luna blanket. I want to start doing my Doctor Who scarves. I want to start doing things for me to have fun. But a lot of projects, I can't. Because like now, I have to get ready for work. I have to make sure I plan this out. I have to get up. I get up so early because of this. If they were to drive me, it's 15 minutes to drive me. Otherwise, I got an hour on a bus or a 45-minute walk. I'd rather do the walking. I've already done half of it when I had to go to school. So that part of walking doesn't bother me. They're just so scared because I'm walking that something could happen to me. Or I love when I'm like doing things like, oh, you're putting yourself in danger. You know, a 39-year-old who's not married without kids is not responsible. You know that you can't go out by yourself. What are you, dumb, stupid? You see the news. You can't live in fear. I did for so long because of there, because I feared her. When I stood up to her that day in 2005, I was like free. And it's been 10 years that I've been trying to recover from that because I'm still not free in the sense of you think it is. People think I got out of there, I have my own place. No. I had to rebuild a life that she took. So think about it, 30 years. 30 years. 30 years of a life. 29 years of not being able to socialize with people and everything. Having to wait on her hand and foot. Having to hear my dad say, be a good girl. And yes, someone else is going to be telling me that, why he doesn't understand why I hate that. All right? Be responsible. Be this. Respect the family. Yet no one respects me. So I need to know who's going to start respecting me. Who's going to grant my wishes. Because if it's only me doing it, fine and great. Because I do love myself. That's why I'm putting these out here. Because I'm documenting these, because in case something does happen to me, not by my own hand, but by her hand or by anybody else, at least there's a record of it. Because that is the only way I can deal with this. Because I am not sinking to her level. I will not destroy myself for the good of her. That she wants me to destroy myself. Because in her mind, she would be able to pick it up and make it all better. No. She has this thing where she has to, I'm like sitting here, right? I'm just watching because everyone just keeps wanting to check up on me. I do what I do because I have to be one step ahead of her. What I don't appreciate is, like I said before, when people start sending me harassing emails because of other things, on top of what I have to deal with, I don't play nice. I get very upset because I'm tired. This is the look of tired. And I have to show my face at work with a smile tomorrow. And the one time, I'm laughing right now because the one time my hair actually looks pretty, I can't go out to have fun. You think I want, I don't even care if I have this. See, that's another thing about me. My mother wanted me to cover this all up with makeup to get it more infected and everything, because in her mind, we have to cover scars. No, I show my scars because it's my battle scars. It proves that I had to fight a war. Even if it means making myself look like an idiot, an ass, or anything else on these things. Or acting like a dumb blonde. This is a record because of the abuse I have been going through since I was a little kid. And in case anything ever happens to me, you know what happened, who did it, and why. And I don't mean me doing something because she made me do something, because you grow up here in your life. Here it is. Here, why don't you're so you know what? Why don't you do this? Well, you know what I'm talking about, people. This is why I don't understand people. Why people give other people the satisfaction of doing things and leaving this plane, if you get my drift. Wouldn't it be a better revenge, like I did when I graduated college, to go on and live your life? Right now, the reason why she's freaking out also is because, trying not to sneeze. Sorry. And it's true, that's why I was trying not to sneeze. I did something that she didn't want me doing. I got my college diploma. My sister doesn't have one, my dad doesn't have one, and she doesn't have one. And to top it off, it was magna cum laude, dean's list, and department honors. Okay? You know what she threw in my face about it? Where's my graduation picture? Not congratulations, not whatever. Where's my graduation picture? Let's see. Up until the graduation, your daughter, my supposed sister, was banned from the graduation, as well as my father and her, because of how they treated me and disrespected me. It wasn't until the last minute, and then my sister forgets the camera. So there are no pictures of my graduation. There aren't any. Unless you can find the video from BronxNet, good luck. There are none. The ones you see on Facebook were my niece taking them and helping me, because I was on my sister's time schedule that day too. It wasn't my day. It was my sister's day. It was all that because I inconvenienced them once again. So I am owed a graduation. I'm owed a graduation party. I am owed love and everything else. So I say to you, Facebook, and I say to you, YouTube, and I say to you, whoever is watching this and wants to pass it along to whoever, verbal abuse is abuse. Okay? Oh, great. I'm trying. There's no tissues around because I threw the box of tissues. Hold on. Ugh. Okay. Verbal abuse is still abuse and everything. But to have your own sister abuse you, and your dad just giving you, I call it hush money, because he wants to make it happy. Doesn't realize I'm not going anywhere, so why am I gonna, oh, I can't. I just can't. And I will keep documenting these. I will have a tape recorder on me because that's the one thing they did tell me. I have to record her. I need my evidence. But to have and find out your mother wants to commit you because your father is giving you a gift, because you never got an allowance growing up. You always were there to help them up until the age of 29 when she kicked you out of the house. You never asked for anything. I also did pay them money over there, by the way. She forgets to tell everybody, unless she burned the books. I used to pay them $75 a month. She claimed it was for storage. Yet then she stole all my stuff and sold it. Yeah. Kicked me out and went through my stuff and sold it. She broke my stereo that I have over there, and I had to refix that. I learned a trick how to fix it, and it's not as good as it was, but she broke my stereo as we were moving my stuff out. I just can't do it anymore, and if I have people that are not willing to help, what good are they? I just wanted to let you all know that I'm okay for now. It's just I broke. And I wish someone would just break her. Break her, meaning not physically, but meaning break her bond that she has. Break whatever she put on me. Because I have been cutting that umbilical cord from day one. For some reason, she wants it regenerated back. And she tries and tries, but I tried to stay away from that apartment today. But I was just hungry. I wanted something to eat. Alright, so YouTube, everyone, just to give you a heads up, and this is to document everything now. My mother wants me committed because I pay my bills, I have a life, I graduated from college with magna cum laude, bachelor's degree, department honors, dean's list, that my dad wants to give me a gift to pay my rent because New York City rents went up and jobs are scarce and none, and that because I'm not there to make sure she's alive, to feed her, clothe her, bathe her, and everything, because she doesn't want to work and possibly gets SSI for just sitting there, because I don't understand how she thinks the world works when you have to look for a job somewhere, you have to move, you have to do things. I can't understand why she wants clothes. I can maybe understand because I know some things from her childhood. I mean, my grandfather took his dead baby son out of the coffin and ran with him, so she saw that. Maybe it's got to do with that. Who knows? She's been mentally since I could remember. So, Facebook, YouTube, everyone out there, please do not ignore anyone who has a cry for help, especially if they're a kid. I've been crying for help since I could walk. I was crying the day I hid under the bed, in the closet and everything, while she threw things. It just got so used to it after a while, but this one got worse now. She's basically digging in. I just got quicker this time so she doesn't have to hit me anymore. Alright, that'll be for another video, but at least I feel better now, just hoping the word gets out there that verbal abuse is the same as physical abuse. And a bully can be your mom, as well as a bully at school. Alright? And even your sister. I'll talk to you guys soon, but hopefully the hand I was dealt gets changed. Because right now, I hope this next card that gets thrown my way changes my path. See you soon.